The First Punic War. Before the war, the Mediterranean was a hotbed of political intrigue and competition. Rome, a rising power, and Carthage, a wealthy city-state with a formidable navy, were both eyeing Sicily as a strategic prize. The island was a crucial trade hub, and control over it could tip the scales in favor of either side. The rivalry between these two powers was fueled by their ambition and the desire to expand their influence. Tensions were high, and it was only a matter of time before they erupted into open conflict. The First Punic War kicked off in 264 BC, and it was a roller coaster ride of battles, strategies, and dramatic turns. One of the pivotal moments was the Battle of Lilybaeum, a fierce naval showdown that showcased the strengths and weaknesses of both sides. The Romans, who were initially not known for their naval prowess, adapted quickly and built an impressive fleet to challenge Carthage's dominance on the seas. Key figures emerged during the war, like Roman generals like Gaius Duilius and Carthaginian leaders like Hamilcar Barca. Each battle was hard-fought, with victories and losses on both sides. The Romans eventually established control over most of Sicily, but it wasn't without heavy casualties and significant sacrifices. The war dragged on, with both sides facing challenges like supply issues and troop morale. This conflict wasn't just about battles, it was also about strategy, innovation, and the will to win. As the war progressed, Rome and Carthage each faced their own unique challenges. The Romans had to deal with logistical nightmares. Getting supplies to their troops across the Mediterranean was no easy feat. Meanwhile, Carthage struggled to maintain their naval superiority as Rome learned and adapted. Both sides underwent massive changes in their military tactics, illustrating how warfare was evolving in the ancient world. The battles raged on, with the tide of war shifting back and forth, but the stakes continued to grow higher. Throughout the First Punic War, both Rome and Carthage faced immense challenges. For Rome, maintaining supply lines over such long distances became a nightmare. Troop morale fluctuated, especially when their soldiers faced the harsh realities of prolonged warfare. On the other hand, Carthage had to contend with not only external pressures, but also internal dissent. Their reliance on mercenaries sometimes backfired, as these troops weren't always loyal. The changing nature of warfare also introduced new strategies and tactics that both sides had to grapple with, making this conflict a true test of military ingenuity. After years of grueling battles, the war finally came to an end with the Treaty of Lutatius in 241 BC. This treaty marked a significant turning point. Rome emerged victorious, gaining control of Sicily, which became its first province outside the Italian peninsula. The terms heavily favored Rome, and Carthage was forced to pay a hefty indemnity. But the consequences didn't stop there. This defeat left Carthage weakened and humiliated, setting the stage for future conflicts. The First Punic War had far-reaching implications, laying the groundwork for Rome's rise to power and sowing the seeds of resentment that would eventually lead to the Second Punic War. So, what can we take away from the First Punic War? It was a monumental clash that not only reshaped the Mediterranean world, but also marked the beginning of Rome's expansionist policies. The war taught both empires valuable lessons about strategy, resilience, and the high costs of conflict. The eventual fall of Carthage would echo throughout history, reminding us of the fragility of power. If you found this video fascinating, don't stop here. There's so much more to explore about the Punic Wars and Roman military strategies. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and dive deeper into this epic history. Check out our related videos, and let's keep uncovering the stories that shaped our world together.